Hi, YouTube. I am so sorry for forgetting to start you. I was going to start you 5 seconds before the stream started, and then I didn't start you at all. But now you're here. You didn't really miss anything. I just talked about how today is going to be a little bit of a boring morning. But right now we're going to go over the to-dos that are to be done at 1 p.m. today. And if it happens earlier, it happens earlier. That's always the hope, but it's never the expectation. But first, we have Play Bingo with Sev. I have to figure out when I can play Bingo with Sev, because we were hoping on like a morning, maybe if we can make it happen earlier, then it'll work. But Sev's busy. Sev has a job doing things out in the world, while I am trapped here in this box 8 hours a day. I guess he's also trapped in a box 8 hours. Most people are trapped 8 hours a day in a box for their jobs. It's kind of dismal, don't you think? Hello, Luna. Also, hello, Spectre, Cats Can Code, and Spixie. Welcome on in. Otherwise, we have cooking and baking. This will not be done today because this needs to be logistically figured out. And by logistically, I mean, I don't have groceries. I'm still on that little bit of recovery from coming back from SGDQ where I don't have all the groceries that I would like to. And I need to get them. I also need to prepare something to cook and or bake. I would prefer bacon. I think I can bake something and then just throw in the oven and then come back 10 minutes later and then a lot easier. Someone trapped in a box 8 hours per day. Yeah, it's horrible. Hey, burn the bear. First time. Welcome on in. I was the same way for 4 years. Literally, or I wasn't trapped in a box. I was entrapped in a box of my own making because I have a home office. Like I was working remotely before this. But then I got laid off from that in April, and now I am doing the same thing. I am just in a different box for 8 hours. So I get you. I understand. We also have a half hour to enjoy doing what I want. They want to watch me have fun is basically the gist of this. So I took this. I would like to play Outer Wilds here. I think it would make more sense to play Outer Wilds as a longer block because I know that there's some sort of timer on things. So I don't know if half an hour is gonna cut it. Genuinely, White Knuckle was so much fun. I might use it on that. That was, talk about enjoying yourself. That is a good game. Good game. And the only other to-dos we have are to play Lantern, which is a red GM map, very difficult apparently, and then get as many berries in the 100 berry map mod as possible, which I need to see where to find that mod. So that's probably going to be something that I take a look at during lunch. But as you can see, not too many things left to do on this list. If you'd like to contribute to this to-do list in any way, then through Ko-Fi you can do so. $10 gets you half an hour. $20 gets you a full hour to tell me whatever you want me to do within reason, and I will accomplish said thing, or I will do my best to accomplish said thing within the hour. The other way is that for every 3 gifted subs, gets you half an hour. 5 gifted subs gets you half an hour. Or the final thing that gets the community an hour to choose, and y'all will not fight amongst yourselves, but you'll contribute to a wheel of sorts to spin. We are currently 1 sub away. Sorry, I need to like change the size of this in another window, but we are currently 1 sub away from adding another to do. Oh, this is not the document. Oh my goodness, too many documents. Too many documents to sift through. But we are currently, I thought we were 1. Were we not 1 away? Yes. What? Hold up. Oh, yeah. I did not I should have cataloged this one. That's why I didn't say I was 1 away. So we are 1 sub away from a community to do. So basically, if 1 sub comes in, then everyone in chat gets the opportunity to give 1 to-do to add to a wheel. We spin it, and then we add it to our list of to-dos. Just to demonstrate, you know, my what's it called? My appreciation for the continued support through this JOB-A-THON. I can't complain too much. I have a good job. It allows me to provide for my family. And that's what's most important. You know, at the end of the day, like, obviously everyone has their own preference as to, like, what they absolutely want to do in their life. And like, can't say a job is whatever, like certain jobs are not what everyone wants to do with their lives, but as long as it allows you to provide and live, then like that's what matters. I am taking this opportunity, this rare opportunity where I am not the most financially unstable. I'm quite financially unstable, but like I can at least pursue this event in the hopes that like it pushes some boundary in the content space that I really want to make something more serious for myself. And then we just hope for the best. We really just do our best here to provide as good content as possible, and then at the end of the day, whatever happens, happens. Hello, Jazzy Jonah. Welcome on in. So, what are we going to do in the morning? So, before I say a lot, I say so many times, and I don't mean it as like, I know it's a bit, but like it's also just a really awful way that I try to speak publicly, you know? I say this as in like, you know, I'm not like public speaking. I'm not standing up in front of anything right now, but I guess I am public speaking to the internet. Today, until 12 p.m., which is my lunchtime, we are going to be working on career work focused things. The things that I was doing before I got laid off, because that is the other venue that I can try and find a job. The only thing that will stop that is through hitting this number up to 100. If we hit that, then we jump straight into doing to-dos, which would be, like I said before, the first thing that we would pick up on is, honestly, play Lantern. Because enjoying what I want to do, I guess I could squeeze in 30 minutes of White Knuckle somewhere, but I think playing Lantern would probably be the best thing to jump to now. Nothing against you, Jazzy. I'm just like, I want to preserve that 30-minute block of something that I just want to enjoy. And so I'm still like iffy and thinking about what I can use it towards. I was going to use it towards Deltarune, but then I ran out of time a couple of days ago. So we might bring it back. We might bring it back for Deltarune. We'll see. We'll see. But for now, let us close Celeste. And let me bring you into the world of my career. So, what do I have prepared for today? Let me show you. I need some like chill vibey music. What can I use? Yeah, this one. This one's pretty good. Okay, so like I said, today's going to be a more boring day because we're actually, for the first time, going to take a look at my resume, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. Anyone who specializes in this field, you can provide and literally tear me apart, please. And if you don't, then just sit back and we're going to talk about like what our plan is for trying to find a job in 2026 in the tech field. Specifically, and let me make sure this is the edited. Okay, this is the edited one where it doesn't show any like information that could compromise my just doxing myself. Hello, Tio. What's going on? Anyway, so this is my resume. As you can see, we have. Oh, why is it all the way shifted to the left? That's very strange. Anyway, this is how it looks just in general. This is basically the template that they provided at my university when I went. As you can see, I went to the University of College where I got, oh, I didn't mean to do that, where I got my computer science and music tech degrees. Yes, I have 2 degrees. It was the biggest pain in the ass in the world. Unless you know exactly what you're doing, don't do it. I'm not saying this is someone who knew what I was doing. I'm saying this is someone who didn't know what I was doing, and I decided to get 2 degrees because computer science allowed me to indulge in music more. That is the only reason. That is the only reason I decided to try and get 2 degrees, and I managed to get 2 degrees, and look at what got me. Unless you have a vision for how you're going to blend these technologies together, just don't. honestly, there is a whole argument to be made at this point about how worth it college even is. Like, depending on the field that you go into. For engineering, it's pretty goddamn important. For a lot of other things, online certificates are probably going to be enough. This certificate down here, so let me show you. This certificate down here, this data science professional certification, I could not find a job until I got this certification that took me 2 months, and then that's it. Then someone reached out to me on LinkedIn. Yeah, you gotta have a LinkedIn if you want to work any professional career. It's annoying, but you gotta have it. I got reached out to, and then I was able to go through the interviews to secure that job that I had. If it isn't too personal, was the degree in computer science and music tech, or two? No, it is two separate degrees, two completely different schools in the school that I went to. This is two individual degrees that I got from this university. I have to be careful not to dox myself and say the university that I went to. But yeah, so all in all, because Sky, we know that I would do it in a heartbeat. Anyway, that being said, this is probably something that, like, especially as the event goes on, during these Monday and Wednesday time slots, before 12 p.m., we're going to be trying to find other certifications that we can work on, and I'll walk through it. We can walk through it together here. Actually, how would a course feel about me live streaming me working on their course, that I would potentially have to pay for? Would they not like that? They might not like that. Would that count as distributing, confidential information? Is data science because you enjoy it, or what had more openings within the tolerable? It was the thing that was closest to computer science that I still enjoyed. So, for a number of reasons, computer science was just okay. Oh God, I guess I got to give you all this history. Outer Wilds is much weirder than I thought. It is much weirder. It's serious. Like, I had the same thought. You started streaming right as I got off work. Let's go, Dirty. Hell yeah. We get Dirty for a whole 8 hours. Hopefully. You're 5 to 9 watching stream after your 9 to 5. I'm making is much weirder. Oh fuck. Oh god damn it. Sky, you could be a little bit more clear than this. Come on. Oh my god. I always forget one thing. Y'all don't even know the things that, like, go wrong that I fix before going live, and then there's always one thing that someone has to get me on. Holy, try 5 to 1. Oh Jesus Christ. You and me are the same. You're just like me, for real. Anyway, so to answer your question, computer science I went into because as a wee lad, I did not know anything about computers. And I was like, computers seem cool. And there was a little tiny itty bitty part of me that was like, I would like to make a video game. So tiny that I never expressed this thought when I first started, and I could only translate it into going into computer science because I had parents that were like, you need to get into a degree that is going to make you a lot of money, because that is just what life is when you have immigrant parents and being an immigrant. And the other problem was, I didn't have a brain for absorbing information. I am better at absorbing information now than I am, like, 9 years ago at this point, which is fucked up because as you get older, apparently they say neuroplasticity and all that. And it's like, no, I don't know how I made it to college or through college because I was not going through the proper steps to understanding how to actually learn these things, which is why I say, oh, come on, fucking Gemini, this stupid little thing, which is why I enjoy coding. I can read code, I can program a little bit. I was able to set up all the spreadsheets that I did to track all of the donations and stuff myself, but data science, working with data, was the only thing that, like, really made me think, oh wait, I enjoy this. That was the only, I only took one class that was like, oh, I kind of enjoy this, and I locked into it. You learned how to learn by speedrunning, not with, literally. It's so dumb that it had to happen that way. Not even speedrun. Celeste, I'm sorry, like, there's a reason why I got a tattoo of Celeste, I mean, and of Kingdom Hearts, like, it is a dual tattoo, but Celeste genuinely taught me, like, this is the learning process. This is how it's supposed to feel. And once I came to that like realization, I was like, oh, of course it's supposed to be hard. It's not in my brain yet. And it just changed my whole perspective on like how to learn things. Anyway, so I went into data science because I took one database class, just learning how databases work and how SQL and all that stuff. And that was the only class that I took where I went, oh, I like this. This is interesting. It is organized. It is something structured. I can figure this out. And so I got into data science. Is it exactly what I want to do? No. If I could go back and learn how to actually program video games, make video games, that I would 100% try and take something else that would get me in that direction. Which technically this did. I can like kind of fudge my way through trying to learn a language to build a game, and that is something that I am doing a little bit on the side. If we want to see me if someone wants to give me a to-do where I continue trying to learn and go through I've been going through the monogame tutorial on how to build a game engine, because again, if I'm going to learn something, I need to learn it from the ground up. I need to understand like why and how I'm doing things. Then I happily, because that's something I've been meaning to get to for a while. But anyway, back to the resume. So I worked at this company. This is the same company, by the way. But I got a promotion, which is why they're separated into data analyst 1 and 2. I'd love to learn monogame 2. They have a great tutorial series that you could follow with YouTube videos and all. Wanting to make video games is also how I got in CS 10 years later. I still don't know how to make games. Oh wow, we're living the life here, Burn. We're really learning the life here, aren't we? Oh my goodness. Honestly, I should have just hold on. Let me, because I want the music to stay consistent. Let me boot up Celeste again just to put it on a certain level and then run it. Good morning. Good morning, Carrie. You get to see my resume. Isn't this exciting? Hold on. I want to go into, let me go into Farewell. Farewell has some good music. Okay, not with lightning though. Game loud. Is game loud? Game is loud right now? Game a little loud? Oh, crazy. Okay. There you go. I lowered it a little bit. Excuse me. I guess we're talking about resumes. It needs to be a work appropriate volume. There we go. Okay. So back to the resume. So this is my resume. As I said before, I was a data analyst. Hello, Monster. Thank you for the good luck. Have fun. I was a data analyst for 4 years. As you can see from, I got my job finally in June 2022. As you can see, this was way later than May 2021 when I graduated. And this is only technically graduated. I actually graduated in December, but because of the way that the scheduling conflicts of getting 2 degrees and the logistics of this go, I was out of a job for almost 2 years. Not from what it looks like here, where it's only 1 year. There we go. Okay. Really weird suggestion, but COBOL is pretty easy to learn and probably your job you'll stay with for life because no one knows how to do it anymore. Does this count as backseating? No, please. I need someone to spoil things for me. I need someone to spoil me on how to get a job here. This is the only time I'll ever ask for spoilers and backseating is what the fuck do I do here? So I had a job for 2 years or 4 years as a data analyst. As you can see, I have a professional summary up here. Professional summaries are very strange, very what's the word, controversial. There's a lot of people who talk about like, oh, professional summary landed me my job, and other people are like, no, this is just a waste of space. I don't the best thing, it's so hard to listen to people on how to fix your resume, but then also ignore people when fixing your resume, because honestly, the truth is you just got to start writing it. So what I think I might do is write a sample cover letter that will reflect, my experience here. Maybe take out the professional summary and just start including a cover letter with everything, because that is part of the problem. I don't include a cover letter with a lot of things because it's annoying to make a cover letter for every single job I apply to. If anyone knows, cover letters are fucking obnoxious, and most of the time nobody's reading them. If I have a coffee with notes of milk, chocolate, orange, and cashew, do you think that would be better iced or hot? I don't know this. I don't know anything about coffee. I cannot help with that. I'm so sorry. Is Fortran still used in systems like COBOL? Maybe there's a similar situation there too. What? See, I've heard of COBOL. I don't know anything about it. Anything. Destair E-line. Hold. Milk chocolate. So here's my logic. Only from being married to a coffee digester. I think it'd be better depending on if you want it to be kind of more like a mulled cider-ish thing with orange. I never think of orange and hot. Like they go well together, but only in certain circumstances. I feel like that might be a good circumstance to make it hot, but iced is never wrong. Iced is never wrong, in my opinion. Are we talking cold brew, iced Americano, latte? See, these are words I don't dabble in. What was your major when you entered college? Oh, fuck. We didn't even talk about that. Your resume will first be read by an AI. I know, Axiom. I know. But, like, that it still needs to be written. My first major going into college was computer engineering. And you know how I talked about not knowing how to learn things and that being a barrier? Yeah, so I got into computer engineering. The only reason I switched computer science is because I could find a way to slot music technology into that degree and still graduate relatively on time. I didn't make smart decisions. Look, I was kind of dumb. I'm still kind of dumb. But, like, I really didn't understand what the fucking point of any of it was, because I went into college with I remember distinctly the moments of me applying to college going, I have absolutely no idea what I am doing. I have absolutely no idea what I am meant to do. I have no idea what I want to do. Actually, no, I had a good idea of what I wanted to do, but everyone kept telling me, oh no, you can't do that. It doesn't make any money. And, like, who am I, a stupid 18-year-old, to think, oh, I could fight against the system, even a little bit, even not even fighting in the system. Like, there's jobs in music technology and audio technology everywhere, because every single thing that you absorb as far as, like, media and all this stuff, like, it's all needs an audio person of some sorts. Like, anyway, this is going to turn into a morning rant of, like, how annoyed I am at my family and the structures that be. So professional summary. I've been working in BI tools like Click for a long time. Click is the primary BI tool. If you don't know what BI means, I feel like I'm preaching to the choir here a little bit, but BI, business intelligence, basically this is just a dashboard builder. So anytime you see a report that has a bunch of little numbers at the top and then some graphs that you can look at. Yeah, it's just easier to show you. It's just easier to show. I'm sure I could explain it, but, like, you'll get it in one shot. Look at this. Bing, bang, boom. Look at this. Oh, no, I didn't want to click into you. I just wanted to show you. Oh, my God. Can you? There you go. There you go. That's a dashboard. That is a dashboard in Click, actually. So these are your filters. These are just some dials that they're using. Like, this is, you could represent this a whole bunch of different ways. You don't have to, but they decided to do this. I have almost never used this chart. I understand why this Sankey chart is used. It's a lot of visual clutter. It's only used for very specific circumstances, in my opinion. I do not like the look of that all too much. You have your KPI, really small. This is actually like really terrible formatting and look for KPIs. But I did just pull up a random thing here. So this is probably how you'll see more standard dashboards look, where you'll have your KPIs all at the top. Key performance indicators. And then your graphs and all. And the visual part is kind of fun. The other part, which is Snowflake, SQL is just, you know, the way that you're working with the data so that you can filter through it and all that stuff. And just take a look at it. Snowflake is I'm trying to think of the easiest way to translate this. Snowflake is basically where you can interact with these databases that you have, and like you can do things like create workflows and stuff. You can have certain filters and processes that streamline your data pipeline. It's very strange watching you do this when you are usually very much a creative on streamer. You think I'm creative? Huh? Yeah, right. Going over my resume. What do you mean? What's not creative about this? I'll get fired soon too, so it helps stay motivated. It helps me staying motivated to watch the stream. Oh my god. Well, don't get fired if you don't have to. Like, as much as it's fun to play video games on stream and all that, and I appreciate all the donations that have come through. It's not like great to get fired, especially when you're in the middle of trying to find a home. There was a lot of things that kind of went wrong because of me getting laid off. So hopefully, if it's inevitable because layoffs are layoffs, then I hope you can find something very soon. But ideally, try to get something lined up before then. What's it called? Yeah, so you can see experience in full cycle analytics development, including ETL pipelines. This just means extract, transform, load. What does that mean? Extract, you pull the data. Transform, you make it do what you want it to do. Because there's some data that's just raw, doesn't mean anything. So sometimes you gotta configure it a little bit so that not only do you get rid of all the bullshit, because sometimes you get, for instance, with something a simple example is I am pulling information from every donation through Ko-Fi into a spreadsheet with this script that just pulls all the information from Ko-Fi. But it has a lot of stuff like user ID and stuff. I don't want any of that. So I'm only I transform that data by only pulling in the specific fields that I want, such as donation total, the person who sent it, and what to do that they sent. I don't give a shit about I don't have it here. I messed with my sheet. I don't have my sheet here, but basically I am selecting some columns that I want and getting rid of other ones that I do not. And that's very simple transformation. There's a lot of other kinds of transformations you can make. Sometimes you have to change what's it called? The names of certain columns, because especially when you're working with Click, there are times where you have to make sure that columns are named differently unless you want them to be joined on that key. Keys are a whole nother thing with databases. That's the way that they know how tables are supposed to interact with each other. Anyway, all you got to know is that is transform. Load is just loading the data somewhere. So if I find the data, put it in a database, we take that data, we transform it, we do things to it. We can use SQL to transform it. We can use Click even to transform it. And then we load it into Click, which allows me to make the pretty graphs. That is all that is. Let's see, what else? Data modeling. This is what I was talking about before. You have multiple tables that all have different data. Because, for instance, if I were to pull your data on a donator from Ko-Fi versus their Twitch profile that has a bunch of data behind it, they are the same person, so they will have the same key, but the Twitch profile is not going to have any information on the donations and stuff from Ko-Fi. If I really wanted to have one table, or not one table, I guess I could have one table, but if I really wanted to share this information some way and be able to connect some values from the Ko-Fi table in the Twitch table, then I need to model them appropriately so that I can do that. In this case, it's only 2 tables. They would both be the same person, so I could do that. But the cool thing with the table is that you could do that with every person. So every person who's donated against all of their Twitch profiles, that is still only 2 tables. They just have their name as their key, to keep it simple, to tie them together. And that's pretty cool. That is the cool thing about this, is that you can do a lot with this. Especially when it comes to like reporting, which is why it's so important, why everyone is like, oh, you know, when they talk about like we're not hitting our numbers, like they're looking at some underpaid intern creating a dashboard for some C-suite executive, where they go, all right, this is the amount of money that came in, this is the amount of money that went out, this is all the stuff that we had to pay for, this is all the stuff that we donated, these are all the ways that we can, this is all the money that we can exempt from our taxes, you know, all that stuff. And then they provided some C-suite executive, and then they start laying off people and give them a $10 million bonus, you know, just good things. Dashboard development, that's what I was talking about in Click. That's where I'm building the pretty graphs, and there's a lot of filtering and stuff you can do in Click because those things are interactive. When I was showing the thing before with let's see if it'll pop up. Yeah, it'll pop up. So when I was showing this before, on this left side, these are filters, but it's not limited to this. This tool is actually really cool because you can like poke at certain things here. So for instance, this, you can't really see it on stream, but these are all the months in the year. And if you click into one of the months, it'll actually filter the whole dashboard if you want. It'll filter the whole dashboard by month. So you click into Tuesday, it'll only give you that 1 month for that visual, but every other visual, like this one on the side and everything will get adjusted because those are like global filters. And it's really useful. That part is actually really cool to like allow people to get in and go, okay, what am I, if I want more specific information, then how do I look for it, rather than just having a new sheet for every single use case, which is a waste of time. Instead, you could just have all these things. If someone wanted to be able to look at a full year's expenditures versus just a single month, then they could do it from the same place. That's the whole idea. UAT, user acceptance testing, user access. I think it's user acceptance testing. User acceptance testing. Yeah, been a little bit, but basically this just means, do users accept what's happening here? Basically, people are just looking and going, all right, that does the thing. That does the thing that I wanted to do. Or sometimes they test it and they go, this doesn't do the thing that it's supposed to do. Can you make it do the thing that's supposed to do? And then you go back and you fix it. So this happens typically when you are ready to push out the dashboard that you've done and you need some feedback. Some more serious feedback. So typically, like, you can get feedback from your coworkers and stuff. Like, usually you'll have multiple people on the project. But then you push it out to a small sample of people, make sure everything's working. That way, you can push it to everybody who needs access to it. It's just another layer of filtering to make sure that once you push it out, nothing breaks, nothing happens. It's very similar to play testing in video games, where it's only available to a small amount of people, and then they release it to the wide world when they realize there's no bugs, no issues that can catastrophically tank the game. A stakeholder collaboration across pharmaceutical manufacturing and M&A domains. I mean, this just means that I talk to people. This just means that I talk to people. They tell me what they want, and then these are the places that I worked in, or the industries that I worked a part of. God, is this what? Oh, interesting. Yeah, by the way, if you have any questions, I will try to answer to the best of my ability with what I know. And if this is boring, I will try to move it along a little bit. But I'm just trying to give a little bit of context as to what I used to do before I try to come up with a solution to how to fix my issue. Because right now, my issue is, and let me stop blinding people. I just realized I can like make it a lot easier on everyone's eyes here. My issue right now is that no one's hired. I don't know what's happening. I had an interview when I was at SGDQ. I thought the interview went pretty well. Still haven't heard anything back from them. Haven't heard any, and that is only one interview after approximately 120 applications that I filled out in the last 2 months. 2 months, 3 months. It's rough. It's rough. Anyway, proven ability to translate business requirements. Yeah. Oh my God. Job market bad, indeed. So, what did I do? Let's start with what I started with. This is where I began. As much as I hate working in tech, I still think it is a fascinating sector when you don't look at it through the banking sector. That is true. It is. So here's the thing. Technology is really cool and interesting and useful. Like, I have used a lot of these skills in even my personal life because they are just useful. But fuck people that use these things. And it just like the sectors that you have to work in, unfortunately, the more for-profit they are, the worse it gets. And consultancy is all about the for-profit. It is. They don't give a fuck. They are there to make their bag for people that are in need immediately, that need a developer right then and there. Because this is what this is. I was working consulting, which, you know, don't get me wrong. It might have been more fun to be a data analyst somewhere for a dedicated company. No, I had to work across multiple companies. During my time with this company, they sent me out to 3. They didn't send me out physically, but you know what I mean. I was contracted by 3 other companies to work on, you know, pharmaceutical manufacturing, M&A stuff. I hate finance bros and tech bros, and I somehow am both. Please let my writing computer take off. Burn is speaking my language here. Literally just in the same boat. Oh my God. Hear me out. We just find enough people that want to make an indie game. Honestly, I've been thinking about it a little bit. Sky keeps putting seeds in my brain that make me think about games that I have been wanting to work on. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to learn how to program in order to make the game that I want, because I think some of the ideas that I have are quite interesting, but I don't have the technical expertise to do. I'm an ideas guy. I don't want to be an ideas guy, but like I would like to learn how to program. I just don't, or program like specifically like make a video game or something. But oh, this is gonna be the rambling stream. We're almost at 10 o'clock, and I've just been yapping. Anyway, for the first couple of years, for the first basically year and a half, I was just working underneath somebody and taking in all the requests. So like, okay, automated financial reporting workflows by synchronizing database identifiers with centralized dashboards. I pulled in financial data to make a dashboard. Like that's all that means. This is kind of the same as this. Like, this is a very small section because I didn't do a whole lot. Like, I am doing all these tasks for people that I am working with, but I'm not really building all that important skills. And this is the shitty thing about consulting, is that you do what the company needs. And the moment that the company doesn't need you, you get laid off. And this is exactly what happened. Is I learned all the skills that I could in Click, in Snowflake, in Matillion, and all of these different tools. And then they no longer had people that needed someone with these skills. Like, there's companies that need these skills, but all those spots were like, I was busy doing something else when some of those spots were getting filled. So I started doing research into other things because that's just what I needed to do. Like, I need to do something. And at some point they were like, oh, all the Click spots are filled for the companies that we work with. We don't need you anymore. Boom! And that's it. Fucked. Anyway, the second part of my job when I got promoted was a little bit more interesting, because that's when they allowed me to have a little bit more autonomy and a little bit more control over the things that I was building, a little bit more faith in my process. And this is when I got to build some pretty cool dashboards. For instance, in NetSuite, this is a basically just think about QuickBooks, think about these like financial management platforms, but hopped up on steroids, heaping worth of steroids. Like this is for companies, big companies. NetSuite is like the tool to be able to manage your stock, or not your stock, your inventory, which I guess, yeah, your stock, but like I felt like saying stock implied something else. Inventory and the things that are going in and going out and all that stuff. Just making sure you got everything figured out. So basically, I was just working as a part of that to make sure that things were getting developed properly, and that the data that we were seeing was the data that was actually in NetSuite. We gotta find a way for you to work for mine and Alicia's companies. Our whole house dependent on one company could never. Surely nothing could go wrong. Sky, that would be so funny. Like, how dystopian for all of us to be working for the same company, especially if something happens and the company catastrophically fails, and then we're all out of a job at the same time. That'd be crazy. But nothing could ever go wrong. And then acquisition metrics. What are acquisition metrics? I worked for a company that basically bought up other smaller businesses. Again, fucking terrible people. Like obviously their mission is to like make things more consistent and all that, but like I don't know. It felt a little. This was the only one where I was like, your whole job is to buy up smaller garages and smaller businesses just to place your people. Or they weren't even placing their people in there. At least they weren't that bad. But they were micromanaging their stuff, which is a lot of what I had to do, was kind of go, okay, this is like, now that they are under your roof, now they're pulling in all this information. They have this process. The only sucky part about it is that everyone had their own process to things, so we need to find a way to like score and quantify the quality of everything based on many different metrics, which is really dumb because there was no standard process. This was a mess for a whole bunch of reasons, but still it is the job that I worked. And then, yeah, everything else is kind of what we were talking about. I designed and deployed a bunch of dashboards, just doing things, just going beep beep boop. All right, here's a graph that you can click into. Here's a table. Here's a drill down table that you can keep clicking in through, kind of like a flow chart. You can just kind of drill in and then do as much as you want. I know how you feel. When I first started my welding job, I was classified as a trainee, which means I was told to do all the prep work, but never got to weld. Oh, see, that's pretty annoying too. And it's like, well, I'm never gonna weld unless someone lets me weld. I'm happen to be coding right. Do you mean you're happy to be coding right now, or do you happen to be coding right now? That's the other thing. So with the work that I did, here's the interesting thing. I'll get back to the resume, but here's the interesting thing about data. Is that there's a lot of... I would say there's a lot, but there's only really like 3 core roles that you can really get into with data. There's your data scientists, there's your data engineers, and there are data analysts. Do not code in Dave's chat. This is a no heart attack zone. What do you mean? Is this guy gonna have to unleash the ban hammer in case someone's trying to hack the system through chat? Sky, is your widget hackable through your chat? Is someone gonna be able to inject malicious code? Do not go. Oh my! I fucking missed it. Oh my god. Oh my god, I missed it. Okay. Anyway, back to my explanation to avoid that. That was a great fucking joke. There's 3 jobs. There's the data scientist, the data engineer, and the data analyst. Those are really the only 3. Like, people are like, they have like AI engineers and all this stuff. No. They Three. As far as I understand it, three. Your data scientists are the ones who are first initially like trying to organize the data, trying to make sense of like literally when I say raw, it is like just out there. They're the ones who are like putting the names on columns. They're the ones trying to do like their linear regression analysis and all this other stuff. Like they are the ones that are trying to make sense of the data so that they know what's important, what's not. It's a lot of data cleaning and stuff in order to put it into a table. She's a nurse. Coding means you're dying. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Do not code in Dave's chat. Oh my goodness. Actually, I was a little bit late today because my wife was talking to me about her job and things that were going on. Not great things, but I mean, what do you expect in an ICU field? Anyway, data engineer. This is the person who takes the tables from the data analyst the data scientist, and then does stuff with it. Sometimes there's more cleaning that needs to be done. Sometimes you need to model things and figure out, okay, we have all these tables. How do they organize? Can we... Oh my God, excuse me. Gassy. How do we merge things into one another? How do we join things? Are there tables that don't have to be separated? Or do I need to merge them into one table for a particular reason to get certain calculations out of it? That is your data engineer. They're the ones who also try to rebuild the core part of the pipeline that refreshes the data so that every time there's data that floods in, then it is up to date. All the calculations can run and everything is ready to go for the data analyst to take that data and put it in a dashboard. The data analyst makes it pretty. That is their job. Recently, especially in the consulting field, we found that people are trying to multitask a lot of these things to individual. So as a data analyst, I did a lot of engineering work to construct pipelines and build things out so that when I was pulling it into the dashboard, it was ready to go. I wasn't doing as much dashboarding work as I was supposed to. I was like fully deep into like, oh, this is like the data that we're pulling, but this isn't ready to be moved into a dashboard yet. So I had to do a lot of the engineering work to like build the ETL pipeline, the extract, transform, load pipelines, in order to get it ready for dashboard use. Consulting. Oh my God, I fucking hate consulting. I've been applying to a lot of jobs. Consulting is the reason why I haven't been doing that. Like I haven't been applying to consulting jobs because as much as I want a job, I don't think I could go back to consulting specifically. That was miserable. That was bad. Okay. So, it is nearing 10 o'clock. What we can do in the meantime. We have 7 to-dos. I don't even think we have... We're close to having enough to fill up the afternoon. Like I said, the earlier that we can hit $100, then we can actually start to-dos as soon as 10 o'clock. If someone dropped $100 right now. Or even by 11 o'clock, we can still get like an hour of to-dos in. But in the meantime, if that isn't to happen, then we're going to make a copy of this. We're going to name it My Cover Letter. And we're going to make a cover letter. And the way we're going to make a cover letter is by first finding someone else's cover letter and then just seeing what the key elements of a cover letter make up.
New to do from GCP. 3 hours
GCP!
2 hours of SMW vanilla.
GCB is crazy. 3 hours of Deltarune 2. Sky, how much money did you donate? What the fuck? Sky, Sky, how much money did you donate? What the fuck? Hold on, I gotta... Okay, 5... Sky, you suck. Oh my god. Hold on, I'm just gonna do... I'm just gonna do this because this is the easiest way for me to see how much got donated, is to just do this. Sky, you fucking suck. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Sky, you're insane. Thank you so much. Well, you didn't want to see me write a cover letter on stream? Do you have so much against me writing a cover letter? You're ridiculous. Oh my god. Okay, well, so here's the thing with your request. Here is the thing with your request. Hold up. I know. Okay, well, the whole trajectory of the stream has changed because Sky is insane, and we are now at $660 in the total event. Total. Oh my goodness. Wait, where? Sky, you fucked with the flow of everything. Come on. Okay. Scratch everything that I just talked about. Oh my god. Let us go back to this so that we can see what's going on. A decent salary for Rican, a decent one. So we have 3 hours of Deltarune and 2 hours of SMW vanilla to play. I'm going to treat this as two separate things because obviously it is two separate things. You just lumped it into one donation. Crazy. What did I just miss here? We are no longer doing work today. Because Sky is insane and decided to drop $100 to skip right to the to-dos because she's insane. So what we're going to do, I need a to-do from Ringle. Don't have that. I don't have Roncina's. I can't play, if Sev is available right now, but I don't think Sev is available right now. We don't have anything set up for bingo, so we're not going to do that. So what we're going to do, we can't bingo, we can't do this. So we're going to play Lantern. We're going to play Lantern and then get this berry mod and play as much of it as possible. That is what we're going to do. Arriving just in time. You sure are. Sky, what the fuck? All right, well. Let's see. Is this going to work this time now that I've shut off my computer? All right. So what is Lantern? You might be asking. That is a great question that I cannot answer, unfortunately. All I can do is show you. Sky, what the resume? She let me go through the whole spiel of the resume just to whip that out. Fucking hell. All right, well. Oh, 1 second. I need to install my stupid dongle. Holy fuck. Oh my god. 3 hours. Oh my god. Okay, but she had to top it off with 2 hours of Super Mario World. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't even have Super Mario World on my computer. Where am I supposed to find that? I don't even know where to find that. Oh my god. I also, the last time I played Super Mario, I tilted a little bit, so we'll see how this goes. Because I'm so used to Celeste movement, it's kind of toxic. Unless someone wants to stop $100 right now as I was going through the checkout. You suck. You suck. Thank you so much, but you suck. Okay, so what do we do right here? We have to go find Lantern. Which I can only assume is a strawberry jam mod. Which means that we got to do this. Can I press pause? No, I can't. All right, well, this is what you get for $100 before noon. Is I get to suffer through a different, what do you call it? A different red GM map. That is all I know. That is all I know. Oh, is Lantern not SJ? Oh, no. Hold on. Nanny should have specified where Lantern was. Download mods. Is Lantern just its own map? Oh, I see. Okay, so I downloaded Strawberry Jam for no reason. Okay. Lantern by Blacklight. Okay. So we're going to download this. And we're going to launch it. Oh. Wait a second. It's all broken. It's all broken. Hold up. There we go. And we downloaded Lantern, so let's run it. All right. So at this rate, we're going to go from 10 to 11 doing Lantern. Oh my God. Celeste is not running, I promise you. And then 11 to 12, we're going to be doing the 100 berry mod, which I will also have to find. Hopefully, if Type A comes in the meantime, then I can jump to it. Fucking hell, Sky. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Spectre, you're insane. Thank you so much. Type A 100 berry mod. Okay. 100 berry map. Okay, but I need Everest to please open up. Do I have to? I think I have to knock out Strawberry Jam again. I should have knocked out Strawberry Jam now that I mention it. Well, too late. We gonna work? Apparently, I'm never gonna get to my cover letter at this rate. It's Wednesday, so tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm gonna have to. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be doing content stuff. Which is going to be a little bit different. I think I have to, there's some recordings and stuff that I have to do for my video. So what I might do is honestly revisit the sub 30 guide. That's probably what tomorrow's to-do is going to be. Or my personal to-do. Oh my God, Strawberry Jam, you need to work right now. Or Strawberry Jam doesn't have to work. It needs to be removed. There you go. And then I need to do one of these. Okay, there we go. You gave him SMW vanilla? Wait, what's the difference between SMW vanilla? It's just vanilla, right? I'm not crazy. Are we just talking vanilla? Oh no, it failed to load. Why'd you fail to load? Install missing dependencies. It's just vanilla, but she could have been more evil. Hey, you know, Sky has a point. I have never played Super Mario World with my adult brain. Aside from what was Celeste the Celeste Super Mario World going on SMW Central right now? What does that mean? Is the SMW Central the modded center? Look, give me some time. Give me some time. I don't know how to play the game. Okay, Everest, please. What is your deal? We're burning time. We're burning time into my lunch is really what's happening, because I'm gonna have to go into my lunch a little bit in order to do these next to-dos. Because Sky cut it so close to the 10 o'clock mark. Okay. Sick. Alright. Oh, wait. Strongly recommended to turn on photosensitive mode for this map. Here, let me jump into this with... Let me jump into this with, like, my modded file. I do have a modded file. Oh, what the fuck is wrong with me? How did I do that? How did... And it says Celeste is already running. Oh my God. I hit exit somehow. Just, oh my God. All right, come on, let's do this again. Come on, Everest, you can do it. All right, now let me get into my modded file, please. Did you hit an up and confirm? No, I for some reason I was still holding up, and then I made a. So this is the one that I was using, I think. CSR, let's go. At one point, so we'll use this for Lantern. Okay, I don't like when this is prefaced by the carry Carurium as good luck, you'll need it. But we only have an hour, so that'll be until 10:09 or 11:09. Where am I? I don't. Oh, my head. Ew. Frames? Oh, the frames did drop a little bit. Please recover. You recovered yesterday. Don't be like this. Holding my breath. Okay, we dropped. It's looking better on my side. It is looking. It's trying. I'm not seeing the catastrophic drops yet. The bitrate is definitely fluctuating, but not as bad as it used to. Okay. Which server do you use in OBS? That is a great question. I have not looked at that in a very long time. But I will take a look after this. Okay. Please stabilize. I'm going to keep my eye on the general screen right now. So there's an indicator for bitrate that I was looking at a while back. Or, like, not a while back, I say. A couple days ago. It doesn't look that bad. Log 15. 30 minutes since the last loop. 30 minutes? What? Caves are rearranging themselves like a puzzle after each of my... Whenever I return. If you're hearing this, you're stuck here too. Why does that sound like my voice? Ugh. Oh. Oh, that's spooky. Oh, that's spooky. I don't remember recording this. Oh, come on. Why are the frames being bad? Come on. Better get out of here. Bitrate, come on. Come on. They do look... The bitrate doesn't look as bad as it did, but it is still dropping a lot of frames. Are we gonna have to weather this? And hope for the best? Oh my goodness, come on. This is such a huge interruption. Okay, well, evidently, whatever fix... If you can hear me out there, whatever fix they made to my internet was bullshit. It doesn't look like they made any fix. If this is going to be the problem. In the meantime, this is a good time to check out the server you were talking about. We've been able to hear you the whole time. I can never hear the whole time the same ever again. I can chat with you in VC to check your OBS settings. I mean, honestly, right now, fuck it. Oh, you can't change the stuff online? No, I don't want to get off. Oh, you're so right, yeah. It says U.S. East Virginia. Oh. Wow. Hold, please. If you're in my Discord, you should take a look at the bit rate issue that I'm having. This is the thing that I am monitoring. Holy, oh, can I put it? I could probably put it in the chat if I could. What is it? What is the quick sharing image thing? Hold? No, it's still dying. It's still dying. It's still dying. So this happened last time. We might be able to... Wait, what time did it start occurring? Actually, this is important. We need to monitor how long this is going for. I think it started at 10:10, right? I think it started happening. So the reason why it's important to monitor this is because this is one of the directions that we got from the engineer coming in, who came in on Monday to try and fix the issue. God, it worked so well yesterday. Why? Why does it have to do that? So I'm hoping that by 10:15 we'll be chilling. 26 up. Oh my God. Well, the rage is coming back. I can't wait to yell at someone and go, "Hi, someone came in, replaced everything, and it doesn't work. No, it still does not work. You need to come fix this right now," and run through that whole rigmarole again. Imagine having a phone number to directly call somebody to. Oh my God, this is terrible. This is horrendous. You know, Sky, are you able to run a test on how devices directly connected via Ethernet? Oh, and there it goes. It hit 0 for a hot minute there. Are you able to check on how devices directly connected via Ethernet are doing? I don't think it's a Wi-Fi issue, but like, just to rule it out. And in the meantime, Frontier customer service. If we're going to be sitting here, we're going to be making it productive. We don't have any of those? Oh, lovely. Came in for sick platforming, got stuck on a 1 frame per second face cam. Thurza, trust me, same. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Part of the charm today. Oh, could I call somebody? You're telling me there's a way to call you guys? Oh, I'm sure they'd be happy if I called someone for like, oh, give it. Where is the phone number? How do you... I just need to show this. I'm sure that one of the frames will get out into the ether when I show this. But how do you have... Contact us. Contact Frontier customer service by chat or phone. Or get 24/7 technical support. So I click on call us. And it brings us here. Got better when you... No, it's purely an internet issue. It's purely like... I have never ever. Sky is having the same problem right now. Sky's connection is also dropping. She's getting 25 down, 6 up. Bring them in Discord VC, genuinely. But like, why give me an option to call and then not show me a phone number? There you go. Let's call product sales. I'm sure that a representative would be very happy to call. What do you think would happen if I called product sales telling them I need a fix right now? Do you think they'd actually transfer me to someone real? Six. The bit. Y'all want to see a fucked up looking bit rate? You've never seen a bit rate like this before. Oh wait, Sky, did you go to take a look at? Did you take a look at the box to see if there's anything going on the physical device itself? That's the other thing that we have to monitor.
Hi, thanks for calling Frontier, a Verizon company. Your call may be recorded. To easily manage your account, make payments, get support.
Oh, do you think should I run downstairs there real quick?
Rewards program. Download our My Frontier mobile app. How can I help you? Por español, diga español.
Representative.
I know you want to speak to a person, but I can't transfer you because I don't know which representative can help you. I need to know why you're calling. Some examples are make a payment, change your account, or technical support. Please tell me what you need.
Representative.
To talk to an agent, we need to know why you're calling, or your call may end. So simply tell me what you need, and I'll be happy to help you.
Representative.
Your call is ending, but did you know you can easily access your account and manage your payments using our new Frontier app on your phone? Just download it now from the App Store to quickly pay your bills, as well as access other great features. You can also go to frontier.com/billing to find out how to make an online payment and get other helpful billing tips. Thanks for calling.
They literally do not want you to talk to somebody ever. They don't ever want you to talk to somebody. This is horrible. This is horrible. There is nobody to call. Sky, what was that link for us to call them out on their bullshit and report them to the federal government, I think?
Hi, thanks for calling Frontier, a Verizon company. Your call may be recorded. To easily manage your account, make payments, get support, or check out our award-winning For Me Rewards program, download our My Frontier mobile app. How can I help you?
Sales representative.
I can get you to a customer care consultant who can help with your sales request. I have found your account based on the number you're calling from. For your security, authorization is required to access your account. I'm going to send a text message with a 6-digit code to the primary account holders. Can you read it back to me? Okay?
Yes.
Okay, one moment while I connect you.
All right, now we're gonna get to talk to somebody. I'm probably not gonna do this because or like on the phone, because I'm a little concerned about what information, but
This portion of our system does not have voice capabilities yet. Latest on our best offers, deals, and rewards. Just text LEARN to 37687. Please hold while we connect your call. Feedback on how we're doing. We may ask you to complete a short survey about this call. If you'd be interested in participating by phone, please press 1 now.
so they're looking into it right now. They're looking to see like, oh, what's going on with the account? What's been done on the account? Sounds like this person is very approachable and willing to cooperate. She didn't really stray away. She was like, ah, okay. Yeah, so we are on the phone with somebody. If you could still hear me. Oh, I lost connection completely. Huh. Are we back? I think we're back. What the hell? Whoa, wait, that was crazy. Yep, exactly. hitting 25 download and 6 upload for about 20 minutes before it went out completely.
And David, is this throughout the home that you're experiencing that?
Throughout the entire home. It doesn't matter where anybody is. Everyone is having the issue. We could be right next to it and it's still happening.
Most definitely, David. And like I said, I see what we have done here. That is not any experience or service that I want you or anyone else to experience with us. So we're definitely going to do everything that we can to get this resolved for you. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to our tech department. They can do further troubleshooting and then, of course, reschedule a technician if needed. Because on my end, like I said, I see the notes on here. I do see where you are signed up for that 1 gig internet install, which is our fiber. So, yes, it is supposed to be symmetrical, both upload and download. And, David, before I do reach out to our tech support, did you have any other questions or concerns that I can help you with on the account at this time?
No, if we could just make it as urgent as possible. We have multiple remote workers here that can't do their job under these conditions, so it's really critical for us to have a functioning internet service as soon as possible.
Yes, of course, David. I personally worked from home before, so I certainly know how important that is. And I'm not going to just drop you off to tech support because this is an ongoing issue. I am going to wait on the line with you till I do get a representative and let them know exactly what is happening and that we do need this resolved as soon as possible.
Awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yes, of course, David. And I'll be checking in with you. I'm not sure how long their hold time is, but I will periodically check back with you just to give you updates, okay?
Got it. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome, David. It'll be just a few moments.
Yep. All right, so if you ever need technical support from Frontier, just call their fucking product sales department. Apparently. And Yogo, yes, I am constantly, I have my finger over the button constantly, like, just in case they decide to hit us with oh, by the way, your name and your security, your social security is. that is a little fucked up. Oh my god, why is it so loud? She was speaking so quietly and now it's so loud. Hey, at least we're on the phone with somebody, even though the internet is working perfectly fine. Sky, did you turn it off and turn it back on, or did it just reset itself? Okay, that's weird that it reset, like it completely reset itself. As a remote lurker, it sucks. Oh, it sucks so bad. But you know, we're on the phone with somebody. This is a dramatic improvement from the last time we called. You have a 2-stream streak? Let's go, Thurza. Oh, and we got a 5-stream streak. Let's go. Everyone, thank you for just being here through this and showing your support through all of these issues. Oh my god, I just want the JOB-A-THON to go smoothly. I wanted to just do the to-dos and get things done, and I can't to-do things if the to-dos are locked behind the soft lock of internet access. Hello, Isaac. How are you doing? We're on the phone with internet people again, despite Sky redeeming. Oh, Sky was gracious enough to donate $100 before 12 p.m., which means we jump into this, except for the fact that the internet has decided to sabotage all of that. So, I think in recompense, I would not be opposed to just bringing lunch over here and then doing lunch over, like, because this is ridiculous. I shouldn't be doing this. It wouldn't be an average imposter. Well, that's not what I want to be known for.
Hi, Dave.
Hello, yes?
Hi, thank you so much for calling Frontier, a Verizon company. This is Meg. I am from technical department, and
I will do my best here to help you with the latency you're experiencing with your internet. Lisa told me that you are experiencing frequent disconnections and slow speeds at some parts of your house
Throughout the entire house, yes.
throughout the entire house. Thank you so much for letting me know.
Yeah, and it's not.
And I also just want to.
It's not so
I'm
much a
sorry, go ahead.
disconnection as it is a slowdown of the speeds down to single digits, and then a sudden
Uh-huh.
disconnection that then comes back.
Ah. I see, I see. Thank you so much for confirming that, David. I really understand the need of having a reliable speed and internet. As what Lisa mentioned to me, you do work from home,
Yes.
right? So
Yep.
yeah, I used to work from home as well, and that's one of the reasons why I chose to be on site because of the latency that I'm experiencing with the internet, and I also don't want you to have that. So I'll be more than happy to look into this for you.
All right. Thank you.
You're most welcome. I will just run here. I'm sorry. I have run here diagnostic check on the account. I'm seeing everything is active. There is actually no outage, open orders, or trouble tickets that is affecting your service. So I'll be helping you with some troubleshooting, um, so that we will be able to see if we can, you know, resolve this remotely and get your internet back online. Just to help me pinpoint the issue here, Dave, can you tell me what is the light status on your router as of the moment?
What do you mean by the live status?
Can you check for me what is the light color that is showing on your modem?
It's just showing three green light colors now because everything is operational now. But for 20 minutes, it wasn't.
Yeah, I see. But it's still, showing up with a very slow speed and it's still disconnect if, most of the time.
Yes, yeah. This is something that happens in. It can be anywhere between 5 and 20 minute increments. Today it was about 20 minutes, and
I
now
see.
it's just all. There are three bars that are solid green.
I hear you. And this is happening on all of your devices.
Yes.
All right, thank you. So let me just check here the devices on your home. I mean, the equipment that you have at home.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Dave, can you confirm to me if you have an So I just want to confirm you're using your personal router right now.
Yes. Connected to the
Okay.
ONT.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for confirming. So, with this one, David, I'm sorry. Can I call you Dave, or do you prefer David or Dave?
Either is fine.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, we will be doing here some troubleshooting, Dave. I also just want to make sure that, we get this fixed quickly and save you from going through all of the necessary steps. I like to use our visual support tool called Taxi. It will let me see exactly what you're looking at so that I can guide you perfectly. Would you be open to trying that?
Sure. What do I have to do to get that working?
link to your mobile number?
Sure, it's
Number. You will receive this through SMS. One moment. Right. So all you need to do, David, if you receive the link, all you need to do is click on it. It will direct you to a browser, and then it will just ask you some permission to allow for this, for the, yeah, for the video call to be connected.
okay. Sure. I haven't received text just yet.
Alright. I have just sent the link. Kindly check now, David, if you can
Yep.
see that on your end.
Yep. I got it.
Awesome.
Give me 1 second.
Sure, of course. Take your time.
They want me to get on a phone call, which means that I need to run down to my router because. All right. So, everyone, 1 second. We're gonna do this for now, just because I need to. I guess we're taking an early lunch on stream. So, oh my God, what is happening? Nope. Since they want to do this, we're just gonna do this instead for now while I go FaceTime with them. So we're just gonna run it. We'll be right back. If they make me reset the connection, they make me reset the connection. I'll see. But for now, let's just run it.